Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to the Season 5 breakdown of Bison. This should be a quick one, so let's just jump right in. Knockdown. Unified the collision box during a crumple knockdown to be the same height as other characters. Bug fix unification all around. Moving on. Standing hard punch. Reduced the hitbox, expanded the hurt box. So they gave this move less range and they made it more easily whiff punishable. This is one of Bison's best tools in the neutral, used quite frequently by people like Problem X or any Bison player really. So a nerf overall. Psycho Axe. Reduce the size of the box that triggers the opponent's block, expanded the hurt box, and increased the recovery on whiff by 5 frames. So all moves have a certain range in which they will trigger the opponent's block animation. They've reduced it for Psycho Axe. They've also made it more easily whiff punishable by expanding the hurt box, and also by increasing the recovery on whiff by 5 frames. So Bison players gotta be careful, don't just throw this one out. Medium and hard Psycho Blast. Change the voice. Well, this is interesting. I guess they wanted to make it more distinct. It does sound different when I use it. Okay, moving on. Double knee press. Reduce the pushback on hit for the first attack. So this will leave you just a little bit closer to your opponent on hit. This is a nice little buff. You can do a bit more strings afterwards. So good for his pressure overall. EX Psycho Blast. Fix the bug where the combo count changed and counter hit. So this is a bug fix. Psycho Burst is V reversal. Reduce the pushback on block, increase the recovery on block and whiff from 20 frames to 23 frames. So it will leave the opponent closer, and if it whiffs, it will last longer. Note, no changes in advantage and disadvantage on block. So this just makes the move a bit more punishable if it whiffs. And it also doesn't push the opponent as far away. Psycho Crusher, V-Trigger 2. Changed the motion before attack startup and adjusted the hurt box accordingly. So this just seems like a bug fix overall. Ultimate Psycho Crusher, his CA. Change the amount of EX meter gain the opponent gets on block. Added 10 frames of landing recovery if the mid-air version whiffs. So more punishable if you use this in the air. And of course also the universal CA meter gain change for all characters. So let's check out his new V skill 2. It's called Hell's Warp, and it is both projectile and strike invincible. On block, it is +1, and it leaves you close enough to attack or throw the opponent. But it being +1 means that your throws can be interrupted by 3-frame moves. On hit, it puts the opponent in a juggle state where you can cancel into some of his EX moves or his double knee press or his Psycho Blast. You cannot cancel into his V trigger whether on hit or on block from this move, and the opponent can interrupt it. There are some combos you can do after this hits, and you can also go into CA. When I initially saw this move, I thought it was pretty powerful, and it's still okay, but it's very seeable, I think, because it has a slow startup and it exits slowly from the teleport. So if an opponent is looking for it, they can definitely interrupt and punish you for doing this move. I think maybe the best way to use it would be to use his EX ball and use that as a way to cover your entry in, and you can also combo if the EX ball hits, and then cancel into V trigger off Psycho Blast. As it stands right now, I'm not really seeing much reason to pick this over V skill 1. Maybe time will tell, we'll figure out some setups to use with V skill 2. But as for right now, I mean, his V skill 1 is able to parry projectiles and strikes. So I guess you would use this if maybe you want to try and get out of corner pressure. But even then, if you start using it like that, the opponent can start reading you and looking out for it, and they can punish you. I don't know. It's okay. Overall, Bison got some nerfs on his normals. And he got a little buff on his knee press. And his V skill 2 is it's okay. You know what? Bison is still a very strong character. Just being Bison and his playstyle and his pressure and all those wonderful things. So still a top tier character in my opinion. And that concludes the breakdown for Bison Season 5. If you guys like the content, please consider liking and subscribing. And thanks for watching.